Hello out there. Thanks for keeping it with Niger Live Television. A very, very good day to you. Hope you're doing all right. It's now time to check out the papers this Saturday morning. My name is Henry Ahamuefula. We start off with the Vanguard paper this morning, which is reporting on capital budget without cash and giving a revelation into how trillions approved by National Assembly failed to reach various MDAs. There's a story that's contained on page 10 of the Vanguard paper. And also another story there on page 6. Moftwang, governor of Plateau State, is reporting how survivor evaded being killed. All right, how survivor evaded being killed by playing dead. That's a story. And also Moftwang is reporting that there is no arrest yet on that particular heinous attack that happened sometime last week. And also on page 40 of the Vanguard paper, there is a story that's been carried around: the obsession for bigger sexual organs almost killing victims. These are male victims who are given an insight, a revelation into what they went through seeking for bigger sexual organs. They say obsession for bigger sexual organ almost killed us, coming from male victims there. 2027 fire in Delta Central as Dafinon Omoakage Meho Majemite Muogbara battle for senatorial seat. These are all contained on page 18 of the Vanguard paper. And also on page 8 there is a report on the US firm engaging Trump and Congress over INEC's decision on ADC. And also INEC says why we acted on Mark and Aregbesola. Recall that sometime in the week they removed David Mack and Aregbesolah's name as national chairman and secretary of the ADC, citing court directives. Well, the report here on the Vanguard this morning says gives a revelation into why INEC did it. They're saying giving a revelation into why they did it. So check it out. Okay, away from that, we'll check out another story on the Vanguard paper. It says Governor Uba Sani seals 15 billion naira energy deal in London. That's on page 7 of the Vanguard paper. Saturday Punch is reporting this morning on Easter, which is only a day away, right? Defend yourselves, Northern Khan tells members. That's on the Easter celebration, because it seems as though there is this thing that happens when it's only the celebration that terrorists or bandits would often attack, those who are Christians. And so there is Khan that's telling members of Khan, of course, to defend themselves against these attacks. It's Northern Khan telling members. And the Khan chair says that if we don't chase them, they will torment us for 200 years. And also Benue Bauchi evacuate 664 Unijos students. Survivors recount just night of terror. Identity of 24 casualties are also unveiled. These are stories of the Punch paper this morning. Taking Bill by the horn now, taking security for themselves, telling their members to defend themselves, or else they'll probably be doing this for 200 years. That's from Khan. And Jo's mother gives dead son cutlass, saying, avenge your death. You remember that woman who held her son so tightly? She's now telling the son, according to the Punch paper, to avenge his death. Dead son, by the way. To avenge his death, giving a symbolical cutlass to the son. A broken woman right there. At this point, she doesn't exactly know how to take on life, especially given that her son was heinously murdered. Away from that, inside disturbing live stream where dollar gives fuel child molestation, a revelation that the Punch is carrying this Saturday. All right. On ADC crisis, state chairman plan caretaker committee. That's the story on the Saturday Punch. Away from the Saturday Punch, real quick to the Guardian paper. On Easter celebration, Nigerians demand decisive action against insecurity. That's the story that the Guardian is carrying, as A cleric tells political leaders to hold back their hypocritical Easter messages, and also Northern Christian leaders condemn attacks during holy season. Tackling poverty, inequality, hate speech will end bloodshed in Nigeria, says Ojuku. Alrighty, these are stories you get over the papers this morning. The Ghanaian paper also reports on the recognition, ignore court order at your peril, INEC chairman tells ADC leaders. Ignore court order at your peril, INEC chairman tells ADC leaders. As he also says, or rather APC cancels that they should stop blaming others for their failures. That's APC cancelling ADC there. Stop blaming others for your failures, they say. Away from that, till the Saturday Tribune, terrorists on motorcycles intercepted by soldiers in Plateau, 3 killed, 2 fake security operatives arrested, another attack. Above the nameplate of the Saturday Tribune, 3 Ibadan high chiefs receive beaded crowns, staff of office in absentia. ADC to go ahead with congresses accuses INEC chairman of contempt of court. Pages 3 and 4 of the Nigerian Tribune has that story. This is also as Ahamuefula, the INEC chairman, says, count me out of plots to make Nigeria one-party state. Amid talks that really INEC is looking to make Nigeria one-party state, INEC is stifling opposition political parties. Ahamuefula is saying, please count me out. It is all of the same story of Ahamuefula making clarifications on why they took the decision that they took. And I'll check out the These Day paper this morning. It also starts with ADC firing back at INEC as Ahamuefula stands his ground, and also reporting on Easter with Tinubu urging political restraint and civic maturity ahead of the 2027 elections. And also above the nameplate, after recapitalization, Nigerian banks face stress test to strengthen risk management and financial system stability. The Weekend Trust, the Daily Trust on a Saturday, opposition parties battle for survival. There is some sort of representation there showing ADC, PDP, the Labour Party, and that's like representing what they are saying, what the lead story is saying. Opposition parties battling for survival. It's contained on page 4. The details of the story is contained on page 4 of the Weekend Trust. Gunmen abduct 7 family members in Kaduna, and also page 23 reports on why Plateau crisis persists. And also Governor Fubara gives a revelation into why, on page 27 there is a revelation into why APC is yet to welcome Governor Fubara. The Saturday Sun. The presidency gives insight into why Tinubu met victims of Plateau attacks at Jos Airport. All right? Tears, outrage as Lagos traders killed by police are laid to rest. On the 2027 election, APC, ADC return to trenches as opposition ranks swell. Ruling party using INEC to destabilize other parties, say ADC. And APC says ADC is confused, desperate, urges INEC to deregister party. Would you look at that? The Daily Monitor paper, State of the Nation, Abia government raises alarm over APC's incisive protest plot tagged Tinubu the walk, OT the chop. That's the story you get on the Daily Monitor paper this morning. And the way they put the headline there says Abia government raises alarm over APC's incisive protest plot tagged Tinubu the walk, OT the chop. This is also as say miscreants being recruited from outside to make state ungovernable. Alrighty, and that's the story you're getting off the Daily Monitor this morning. Also, a court sentences couple to 15 years imprisonment each for baby trafficking in Cross River State. It's contained on page 12 of the Daily Monitor paper this morning. There is anxiety now. There's anxiety as residents are fleeing western Nasarawa over threats of rampaging terrorists. Page 2 of the Daily Monitor has details of that story. We'll check out the Saturday Telegraph. And this particular story here, we want to celebrate peacefully, not sent to graves or hospitals, is the lead story on the Saturday Telegraph. Away from that, mode of primary split Lagos APC leaders as the meeting ends in stalemate, and stakeholders await Tinubu's arrival in Lagos to resolve the issue. On page 3 of the New Telegraph, there is a report on Nigeria wasting 38 million tons of food annually. The EU, the federal government, raising the alarm on that, saying Nigeria wastes 38 million tons of food annually, and yet we call ourselves a very hungry country. We say we are very hungry. How then are we wasting this much? How then are we wasting this much annually? NLC on page 3 also orders street protest on May Day over minimum wage non-compliance. Alrighty, I'll leave the Saturday Telegraph this Saturday morning, and also check out the Sporting Sun, which has a lead story, an exclusive, they call it. Lukman, mom on marriage plans, focuses on Atletico Madrid career. His mom on marriage plans and is focusing on Atletico Madrid career. Salah, one of the greatest, says Pep. Arsenal leading chase to sign Super Eagles new boy Fernandez is also a story you're getting off the weekend Sporting Sun. James Rodriguez hospitalized. Find out why or what exactly happened when you get a copy of the weekend Sporting Sun this Saturday. My name is Henry Ahamuefula. That's about where our courting falls. I'll bring you the Globe in View in a moment. You stay with us.